I would call a straight guy as a twink derogatorily.
I was looking at pictures on Google of Napoleon. He just looks like such a twink to me.
From all the pictures that they took of him at the time.
Literally evil twink vibes.
This is such evil twink core.
I've vaguely seen him on Twitter. He seems awful.
He looks busted.
That's what you done to my baby!
Okay, welcome to episode 2.
We're starting?
Or maybe episode 1.
Episode 1 or 2.
Episode 1 or 2, depending
Welcome to episode 1 or 2 of Dolls Deranged.
Welcome. Hi, Gorge. How are you doing, Gorge?
Gorge, how are you? I feel like we haven't seen each other as much this week, have we?
No. We've been busy. We've been working girls.
Yeah.
Girls who work.
Girls who do work. How was your week?
My week was good. Just working, just emailing.
I swear I sent 7 emails today. Isn't that insane?
You're insane.
Isn't that crazy?
That's not that crazy to me, actually.
Yeah.
That's my average day.
Obviously, you're just girl bossing on a level.
I sent quite a few more emails than you.
Anyway, you were in San Francisco, right?
I was in San Francisco.
Sorry, I'm not trying to dox you.
Yeah, that's not how doxing works, but I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the sentiment. That's really fun.
I've only been to San Francisco once, and it was for 3 days.
You should definitely come back because I feel like Pride was just one... Honestly, that actually was the most stunningest.
I feel like I could pull in San Francisco.
You definitely could.
Low key.
I feel like it's... What I love to do in San Francisco is check my Grindr numbers.
Yeah, right?
I go on and I see... You know how you can see how many people have looked at your profile?
The analytics.
No. Just that little icon of how many people have viewed your profile.
Yeah, that's analytics.
Okay, that's analytics. But it jumps up when I go to San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
I literally feel like it's
It's because the LA dolls are...
I literally feel like being LA 7 makes you in San Francisco 10.
No,
I've never seen my Grindr number. I've never seen my Grindr number go above 1,000 eyes.
I feel like I never checked that. I haven't been on Grindr.
That's honestly one of the few things I've pretty much just go on Grindr for validation.
Yeah, I've been on a Grindr cleanse.
I love that for you.
Monogamy.
She's monogamous
now.
I've
been monogamous.
I love that for her.
Yeah, and that's been the thrust of my week is I've been very relationship pilled.
Very relationship oriented.
Doing things and stuff that a person I helped my partner move. I did something that I probably wouldn't want to do because I was in a relationship. That's crazy.
Stunning.
I haven't done that in 3 years.
And you've been complaining about being single for ever since I've known you.
Which is true, but I have not done an activity that I wouldn't want to do, but you know what I mean? Because it's crazy.
You haven't been able to up until this point.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, we moved. It was steaming hot. But I still went to yoga that morning. All of Ben's friends came over and helped us move.
Wow.
And I still went to yoga because I didn't want to miss my yoga. And then
of course not.
So I missed the moving out of the house, but then I was there for we packed stuff in my car and then we went to the new place and unloaded everything, and they had a U-Haul and the full thing. And it was hot. There's a heat wave, by the way, for
degrees today.
Our cross regional, I don't know, listeners.
Yeah, we've got a lot of international listeners.
International for our fans. There's a heat wave in Los Angeles, and our little are burning up.
Are sweating. Have you seen my funniest thing that I've seen is whenever there's a heat wave in London and they're like, it's the hottest it's ever been, and it's 80 degrees.
They would not last a day.
They would not last a day.
Heat would kill a British person.
They would immediately be like, oh no, I'm shriveling.
They would be like, I'm hot, I can't do it. I can't do a British accent, but it's been so hot in my apartment, but
your AC is broken.
Luckily, I don't know if our fans know, but our fans or anyone listening, I don't know if the 10 people listening know, but Nicole and I have vaginas.
Yeah.
And
we don't though.
But we do.
Okay.
And we've been using them to harvest sustainable energy.
Yes, so when you have a big fat
vagina,
You cultivate.
It's a new thing.
It's kind of like when you're doing
It's
kombucha.
like solar power, but inside.
It's like when you're doing kombucha and you have like that bacteria thing that like makes bubbles. It's like if you have a good biome, then your bubbles will kind of bubble up and make and like kind of turn. You know,
Create,
you
sustain, like similar. It's like similar to like the energy created by one. Wind thing. What are
well,
those
I put a
called?
little wind thing right outside my vagina.
No, that's really smart.
Yeah,
See,
no,
because
so
we
that
innovate.
turns, and then in turn, I have like a cooling system set up.
And this is why we talk about the climate crisis.
Because our are not generating. Now they're generating too much heat.
Yes.
My windmill's been spinning out of control. It's a big issue.
It's literally 100 degrees.
I can't put on bottoms without them getting shredded. Mm-hmm. It's f***ed up, gorge. Anyway, today we're talking about Twinks.
Today we're talking about Twinks.
And specifically history's evilest Twinks.
The 10 most evil Twinks in all of history, except it's actually 6 because 10 was a lot.
We each brought 6 Twinks to the table.
No, we each brought 3.
Did we?
Yeah.
I brought like 4 or 5.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, well, we'll see how that works. But first of all, I just want to talk about Twinks in general. Mm-hmm. How do we feel about Twinks, Gorge?
It's such like a weird, it's a term that's changed so much over the years.
Yeah, should we define what Twink is?
Can you? I feel like it's changing so much that like, I don't know if you can define it. It's a term that matters a lot. I used to be a Twink. Mm-hmm. Did you ever identify?
I don't think I was ever. I was very hairy, actually, pre-transition.
Twinks, you probably were a twink.
No, I literally was not.
I feel like you've showed me pre-transition pictures, but I don't remember what they look like.
I was very hairy. I think maybe
I probably would have called you a twink if we knew each other.
Yeah, I think there was.
I would have called you a twink.
There was a short period of time in like sophomore year of high school, but then I started having like facial hair and I was very hairy in general, so I would not say I looked like a twink.
I self-identified as twink in high school. I don't know. I did have like mask or phases or something. But anyway, like to me, when I was growing up, I feel like the definition was different than what it is now. Like when I think of twink, it was like similar, but like it was talking about like a certain kind of like gay guy. Like, mm-hmm. Twink, especially in the 2000s, was this, like, look. Twink was, like, highlights in the hair, like, all Aeropostale for a little bit to me. But it just came to mean, like, young-ish, like, feminine gay guy. I think that's what it meant to me. Mm-hmm. But now, I would say it's definitely shifted to where even, like, straight guys are identifying as twink, which is, like, a whole nother thing.
That's weird to me. A straight guy I would call a straight guy as a twink derogatorily.
Maybe,
but I wouldn't accept him self-identifying as a twink.
I feel like, well, a real straight guy wouldn't identify as a twink, but, like, a straight guy with, like, fruity, like, vibes, maybe. You know? Because that's, like, a thing.
I could see a straight guy jokingly referring to himself as a twink. Yeah. Like, I can see that.
Think about, like, Timothée Chalamet, right? Everyone says he's a twink. You're right.
That's a twink.
But in the 90s, if Timothée Chalamet had been, like, a famous actor in the 90s, he wouldn't be a twink. Because he was straight.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you're so right. Timothée Chalamet is a straight boy twink. But yeah, I don't think he would... Straight boys can't... I think the rule is that straight boys cannot identify themselves as twinks.
Right.
Like, they have to have been given that title.
Anyway, we love twinks.
But I love most twinks.
I feel like when you're like around them, when you're like inundated in them, like it is like you have like your own relationships and relationships to twink.
I do.
Twinkage.
Okay, so here's my thing about twinks. I do love twinks. I don't get me wrong. Love twinks from the bottom of my heart. If it was between a twink and a bear or a cub,
you vibe more with,
I vibe more with bears. I've always vibed more. I've never met a bear that I don't like. And I've met twinks who I don't like. And this is going to lose me a lot of support right now saying this.
It's fine. I think twinks run my life.
I feel like maybe it's because you have a twink best friend and I have a cub best friend.
That's true.
Like our origin stories.
Yeah, that is very true. My best friend roommate is a twink. And also I feel like I've historically been like infatuated with Twinks. I feel like it's like a weird like meta thing because they remind me of like
Because you used to be a twink. They remind you of
I
you.
don't know. Is that crazy? I just
That's
like
not crazy.
I don't know.
Before we get into it, I want to tell a story about when I was lightly poked fun at Twinks on Instagram. I made like a little silly Instagram reel that was like, this year in Pride, we can't have Twinks. We don't allow Twinks. Bears only. And I got the most vicious DM who said, keep your mouth out of gay guys' business. You're a woman with your string dingly hair. You are a woman with your string dingly hair. Don't talk about Twinks like that. And I was like, okay, this is literally why we need the rule of no Twinks. Like, this is literally why a bear would never message me that.
String dingly is so funny.
I responded, I said, I'm literally transgender. And you know what he responded? He said, I know, you act like I haven't read you act like I didn't look at your page. And I was like, I was full on like Toni Collette and Hereditary, like, don't you swear at me, you little
No,
I am your mother.
Yeah, literally. And they can be so sassy. Twinks love to compete with the dolls sometimes.
Twinks love to compete with the dolls, but then I'm like, y'all, there's no competition.
It's like when me and Tim, my roommate, are going out and I'm like, I'm going to wear my loafers. And then Tim is like, can I wear your loafers? And I'm like, no. And then he's like, can I wear your other shoes? And then they're freaking big on him because his feet are smaller than mine.
Disgusting.
It's because his feet are smaller than mine. So I'm like, fine, you can wear my loafers.
That makes me want to say that shit makes me homophobic. That shit makes me homophobic.
Isn't that crazy?
This is why
I love Twinks though.
I love
Twinks.
Twinks.
Twinks run my life.
I just have select Twinks. I've had select experiences. The select experiences I've had with gay guys where I'm like, okay, what the was that?
Well,
they've been with Twinks.
Comes with the territory, kind of.
It comes with the territory. I love Twinks though.
But today
we're talking about history's evilest Twinks.
Because I don't think Twinks are inherently evil, but I do think they're good at being evil if they want to be.
Yes. No, I think every Twink is born good, and some canon event happens to them.
That's interesting.
That makes them turn, that they're like, okay, I'm going to be bitchy now.
Interesting. And they can be really good at it.
They're really good at being bitchy. And a lot of times they love that.
They really are I'm honestly sometimes impressed. But we have we have a list of, I don't know how many we have, but should we just get into it?
Let's get into it.
I want to say I could have talked about a lot of real life people, but I didn't. I could have talked about a lot of real life exes, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Because
you're a coward.
Because that's not demure.
That's not demure.
Because it's not demure.
Very true.
But there are many evil Twinks who have broken my heart.
Yeah.
But that's not who we're talking about today.
That's not who we're talking about today.
We're talking about like Twinks of history.
My first evil Twink of history is Andy Warhol.
Okay.
So he may have been a doll though.
You think?
There's so many photos of him cross-dressing.
That's true.
There's so many like cross-dressing. He gives me like, it sounded like he was very like insecure and like.
That makes sense. I think a lot of people who like wouldn't have transitioned in the 60s, I think a lot of people from the 60s who didn't transition might have transitioned.
And I feel like since they didn't transition, it made them extra evil. Yeah. Extra evil Twinkage.
Evil how?
Well, he was like inviting people to parties and like just shooting them up with amphetamines and heroin. Like he was being evil. Like,
damn, I didn't know he did all that.
Yeah, he was like evil. I haven't fact checked myself on this, but I'm pretty sure he did that.
I know. I heard like what I've heard his criticisms is like he's just kind of like an exploitative artist. Mm-hmm. Like he took credit for people's. I've always had like a kind of fascination with him. Low-key, I'm almost a stan because I thought he created this like glamorous environment. He started Interview magazine. And for a while, he had, like, a gaggle of dolls around him.
Oh, really?
Do you know, like, Candy Darling?
Oh, it sounds familiar.
Candy Darling was, like, basically like a trans actress of the 60s. Kind of like a tragic figure. She died pretty early, but she was a Warhol girl. So Warhol for a while, because his whole thing was vibes, he would have like different people around him and photograph them and things like that. And things like that.
And things like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So for a while, as part of like Andy Warhol's scene setting, he had like a gaggle of dolls, and there was Candy Darling, there was Holly Woodlawn, there was Jackie Curtis. Jackie Curtis was like the most non-binary with it. And if you watch some of Andy Warhol's like films from the time, they're basically like all trans women. Like there's a film called Women in Revolt, which is just like all trans women being crazy. It's a really funny film. It's basically like trans women versus TERFs.
Whoa, that's stunning. Ahead of its time.
Women in Revolt, the theme of the movie is like that a group of like feminists starts like going against a group of trans women, and they like, I don't know, they like clash with each other. Yeah.
I'm actually a fake Warhol hater. I like his art and stuff.
His art is kind of slay, I think.
His art's super slay. I know that one thing of like he would drug people.
Yeah.
Like,
no, he was kind of
performance art or some
like
purposes.
exploitative. He had that like, he was like a twink manipulator, I feel like.
Twinkipulator.
The thing is, they're so glamorous about it. Mm-hmm. He's so glamorous to me.
It was so glam. Okay, so that's Andy Warhol. Where would we rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most evil?
I would rate him pretty neutral. Like, I would rate him like a 6, but again, I might be an apologist.
You're a bit of a Warhol apologist. I agree with the 6. I agree with the 6. He's very glam. Yeah, sure. Let's do a 6. Do you want to present your twink?
Yes.
Do I know them?
Yeah. And actually, like a good progression from Andy Warhol, Michael Alig. Wait, do you know Michael Alig? Not really. Okay. So Michael Alig, like on paper, was a gay club promoter in New York. Very like kind of like established the post Andy Warhol scene in New York City. Okay. So after Warhol died, like it became like a very club kids scene, and this group of club promoters who hung out with people like Amanda Lepore, RuPaul, Suzanne Barsh, I think like DJ Karaoke. They kind of like ran the scene in New York City. They were like those club kids that used to dress in like crazy clothes and costumes, very provocative, like of the era. And Michael Alig was just like their bitchy leader.
Oh, of course he was bitchy.
He was very bitchy, very like naughty. He was from like, where was he from? I think he was from like Indiana or Indiana. He's from South Bend, Indiana, moved to New York. Like crazy, like
Midwestern tea.
Yeah, but came to New York just to be a and like there's like a documentary called Party Monster. There's also a movie called Party Monster where I forget who plays him. I think Macaulay Culkin plays Michael Alig.
Oh, okay.
And if you watch the documentary Party Monster, people talking about him will just make him seem like this crazy person who would like pee on people over the balcony. And would, like,
pee on people?
Yeah, like
in a derogatory,
bitchy, like
why was he peeing on people?
Because he thought it was funny.
Oh my god, making me homophobic.
Literally, like evil twink vibes.
This is such evil.
Also,
twink core.
Big. Like his other really big thing was drugs. His big things were like being a bitchy
relatable.
Twink. These like kind of like renegade parties in New York City and a lot of drugs. Yeah, low key like started that tradition or maybe just continued it. I don't know.
Queers doing drugs.
Yeah, very that. Yeah. And so like all the makings of a big psycho, like bitchy, kind of famous. A lot of drugs, like K, meth.
I love. So he started the K trend.
Oh, he was on K in the 90s, but I feel like they were all on K in the 90s.
I mean, do you think K has come back?
Yeah.
Like, do you think it went away?
K was a very popular drug for specifically like the gay club scene of the 90s. Like if you watch the show Queer as Folk, have you ever seen that show? They do K in that show when they go to the clubs. Like that's how like
that's stunning.
Yeah. Now it's back in like a big way. Everyone is. But anyway, so what's really crazy about Michael Alig, this like gay club promoter, leader in the New York scene, just more and more of an addict every day. Eventually, he kills his drug dealer, chops up his body with his colleague, and dumps it in the Hudson River.
Jesus. Okay, big evil twink moment.
So, like, I think out of all the evil twinks, he's like the most.
That's
He's
very
like the
evil.
not perfect, but like perfect example of evil twink, because he really did have that kind of like
He's got that evil twink
haughty,
riz.
humorous bitchiness. Like if you watch his interviews, they're really funny. He was actually on what's her name? Joan Rivers.
Oh, really?
He was on her show just being funny, but
Oh.
eventually, like, he was kind of, like, very popular. But yeah,
Okay.
eventually, over, like, some weird dispute with his drug dealer, kills him, chops his body up, throws him in the Hudson River.
Oh, my God.
Don't you hate when that happens?
I hate when they find the drug dealer that I chop up in the Hudson River.
Don't you hate when that happens? Goes
I
to
hate
jail.
when I'm trying to dump my drug dealer into the ocean and he slips out of my hands while I'm driving and just falls into the Hudson River.
Something like that.
In the sense that...
In the sense that...
in the sense...
Not very demure.
I wouldn't say it would be demure per se, but I feel like we've all had that moment with a drug dealer where you're just like, okay, you said to be here an hour ago and you're still taking fucking forever.
And
Or it's like,
and
okay,
that
this
honestly
was
might have been what happened.
This is supposed to be like like I ordered an eighth and this is clearly a fucking gram.
Something like that. But anyway.
Or like the K had laxatives in it or something.
I feel like all drugs have laxatives in it.
Well, if they're not good, they're cut with laxatives.
Yeah.
I'd rate him a 10.
He is a 10. No, he
a 10.
killed his drug dealer.
Evilest.
He was interviewed about it later, and he was like, I don't even care. Like, he's a
Evilest.
loser. His drug dealer was like some like nice Latino guy.
He said
At
his
least
drug
that's-
dealer was a... Whoa.
Yeah, and he
Did
was
he
just
go to
like,
jail
he was
and
a loser.
everything?
No one cared about him in this scene.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was a psycho, but like evil, like in
That's
doing it in the most evil
evil.
twink way.
That's so... Oh my God.
He went to prison, and
Evil
he
twink.
actually died in 2020. He was released. I don't know why he was released from prison.
How long was he in prison for?
Most of his life.
Oh my God. Evil twink.
And he came out and was like started going to clubs again, and then he died.
Oh my God, imagine going to club and he shows up and he's like, oh my God, I'm finally out for killing that fucking drug dealer.
Literally.
Let me do some K.
Literally, that's what happened.
Quite literally.
Quite literally, because twinks can get out of anything.
Twinks, they can just like swivel through the bars in
They
the jail
can swivel.
cell.
They have so much charisma.
They can just talk their way out of jail.
Anyway, that's Michael Alig.
That's
how would
wild.
we rate him? I think a 10, right?
I give him a 10. So my next twink, I don't think he's quite as evil as that guy, but I think he's pretty evil. My next twink is Oli London, who...
He's pretty evil.
Yeah, pretty evil. So Oli...
I would maybe more evil. I don't know.
Well, he didn't kill a man. He didn't kill a man.
Really annoying though.
That we know. Yeah, potentially worse.
Who is
He
Oli
didn't kill a
London?
man, but he's really shitty. Oli London is this twink who did this whole thing where he said he was transitioning into, he's a white British man. He said he was transitioning to be a Korean woman. And he got like the eyelid surgery. Like he looked botched as hell. Like he looks stupid. Like if you've seen him like coming out of his surgery, or if you've just seen him in general, period, he looks stupid. And now he's like, I've detransitioned, and now he's like a right-wing transphobic grifter, and his whole thing is like, look at what radical gender politics did to me. Like, I thought I was like a different race, and I thought I was a different gender, and basically I think it was all a grift so he could be like, oh, transracial and transgender are the exact same thing. And yeah, he's just like, he also has no riz. Like zero riz. Like,
I've like vaguely seen him on Twitter. He seems awful.
He just looks
seems like
busted.
yeah, he's like bitter, just like clamoring for attention. I don't know.
I'm just what I'm really curious about is like,
Do you think he's a doll?
have?
Do you think he's a doll secretly though?
I wouldn't be surprised because that's what I'm kind of curious about. Is like, what was the
Do you
end
think
game?
it's like ugly duckling syndrome?
I don't know. I could definitely see that
Not to be cruel.
because I'm like, well, my question is did he actually think he was Korean? No, for real. Like, was that like a grift the entire time? Or did he genuinely believe inside I'm a Korean woman? Or was that in his mind he was
surgery.
like...
That's insane.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, like, I feel like right-wing people will, like, embrace anyone who, like, goes to their side.
Exactly.
Because, like, this is a crazy person. Like...
No, clearly. I'm like, what? We don't want... I'm like, say he retransitioned, I'd be like, okay, just don't speak on... don't become a trans, like,
literally
advocate.
Just, like, enter witness protection program or something.
Oh, literally. The dolls would eat his ass up. Like, no. No, I'm like, I would not want him on our side if he retransitioned. Like, but the conservatives are like, oh, yeah, come over here. Like... And I'm like, do y'all not see that this man's
he literally was fake Korean. Why are you letting him be your spokesperson?
He was literally fake and it's like, I don't understand the bit. It's like literally anyone who parrots turf talking points gets in the club.
I feel like this is good though. I feel like it's good to like acknowledge that like sometimes twinks can just be annoying. And not charming.
I think it's beyond annoying for me. I think it's evil twink syndrome.
Well, yeah. In the sense that this is an evil... In the sense that it's not just bitchiness. It's outright transphobia. And yeah, I don't even know what to say. I have no more words for Oli London. I also give him a 10. Evilest. Yeah, I would give Oli like a full 10. Like, this is an evil twink. Like, we don't need it.
He might as well have chopped up someone and threw him in the Hudson River. I mean, for that mug of his, like, about as busted.
Can I be like problematic? Maybe.
Yeah.
I would rather hang out with Michael Alig than Oli London because I just know Oli London is like just.
That's true.
Right?
No, yeah, I bet he's like such a stick in the mud to hang out with.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even though like he doesn't have like any of like the redeeming qualities that even an evil twink would have.
Like, he doesn't seem like fun bitchy. He seems like vindictive. Like, he's not bitchy. I feel like a good evil twink is just bitchy for the sake of being bitchy. Mm-hmm. But I feel like all of Oli London is like, I'm bitchy because
I hate myself.
Because I hate myself, literally. What's unfortunate is, if this gets any kind of traction, I feel like Oli London may actually see it, and that's what terrifies me. But I'm okay with that because I stand by everything I said.
I think I stand. I don't know. I took an edible, so like I don't want to say I stand by everything I said.
I stand by everything I said about Oli London. I don't know anything else that I really said.
Yeah, I don't remember anything I say. I don't stand by anything I say, actually.
Wait, I love that.
I stand...
That's a good tactic, Gorge. That's a really good tactic.
Great. Can we go to our next twink?
Next twink.
Okay, this is like... I don't... You might like not even think this one is a twink, but I said Napoleon.
Okay, explain. I thought he was like a little pudgy short man.
I like was looking at pictures on Google of Napoleon, and he just looks like such a twink to me. Like, I fully just looking at the pictures.
All the pictures that they took of him at the time.
Paintings. The paintings.
From all the photos that they took of Napoleon.
He just has such a twinkish, like, stature. Really? And, like, if you see those paintings, he's kind of, like, doing, like, this face.
A little feminine.
He looks very twinkish to me. And I also saw the Napoleon movie over Christmas break with my family. And there were just like so many things about Napoleon that seemed twinkish. I do think that the movie got the portrayal wrong. Like, they tried to like... I feel like Napoleon was misunderstood. Not in the sense that he was like actually good or anything. But he wasn't like some like, you know, like some insecure short guy. I think Napoleon was actually an evil twink.
Oh, okay.
And like, I don't have to argue why Napoleon was evil.
Yeah.
He was an evil king who killed a lot of people.
Yeah. Right?
Right.
He was evil. He
but
killed many people.
Here are my reasons why I think Napoleon was a twink.
Okay.
So in the movie, like a big thing is like Napoleon can't get his wife pregnant.
Oh,
that's
he
like
can't get it up. Huh?
Like when we're going off of very little in like a historical context.
He's got weak sperm.
It's just like probably gay, right?
Because his sperm are too feminine and homosexual. They
That,
can't,
or just
they
like
could never
wasn't
penetrate an egg.
interested in having sex with his wife, you know?
Oh, he would never have sex with his wife because he was thinking about big, buff, gay man.
Men. Big French uncut.
So he would never f*** his wife.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Like there were marital issues. Let's just like say broadly marital issues.
Okay.
The first
that's
thing,
huge.
also in the media a lot, twinks love attention. So again,
In the newspapers.
yeah, in the newspapers, I already said the twink poses. Oh, okay. So running out of money and selling the Louisiana territory in the Louisiana
Oh,
Purchase.
that was him who sold that?
Yeah, twinks are terrible with money.
Twinks are so bad with money. It's insane.
Again, evil.
That's
evil.
evil, but
Evil
little
colonizer.
Twink. Yes. Bad.
Right, but also evil twink, right? Okay. Definitely had a thing with the Tsar of Russia.
Did he actually?
Again, I gathered this from the movie and from like history, I guess.
There's a lot of extrapolation.
Right, but like two flamboyant dictator kings in a hut together and they came out allies. I think that speaks for itself.
Okay.
And then,
Came out
do I have any
allies.
other ones? I also think like getting kicked out of France. Like, if you ever gone out to, like, a gay club with a twink, they love to get kicked out of places.
That is
so,
true.
like, getting kicked out of France, I think, in a way, is very, like, evil twink behavior.
So, Napoleon. What's his rating?
Honestly, like, 20. Like, pure evil. Like,
Yeah, he
actual
killed the
colonizer. Like, really evil.
He killed the most people, so just by statistics.
Just by the math of it, definitely very evil.
Okay.
Twinkish, in my opinion.
Quite twinkish. So I have one more, and this is a bit of a stretch. There's a Five Nights at Freddy's character that is probably the most twinkish, and that's the puppet. It's just very long and skinny and puppety, and you have to keep winding up the toy box thingy so that the puppet doesn't come and get you. And yeah, it's pretty evil.
I don't remember what it looks like. Is it in the game I played?
No, it's not in the game that you played.
Okay. I believe you. Also, puppet, you know, classic fist up the ass.
Yeah.
There's that.
I guess there's that. Okay. So puppet, I don't even know how to rate that one.
I'm gonna, because it's evil. They kind
They
of
are
like,
evil.
hunt people. They kill
eat,
people.
Yeah, they hunt and eat and
Oh, I didn't know
track it
they
down.
eat people.
They don't. I wouldn't say they eat. Well,
How can you eat someone if you're a puppet? You don't have guts.
all of the animatronics try and put you inside. They try and force you into the animatronic suit. So I guess they're not
like,
eating you per
capture
se.
you.
I guess they can't eat someone per se, but it's like a, like a.
I don't. Yeah. I would give them like a 7
Okay.
because I don't feel like they're that evil. On
Yeah,
Five
I
Nights
think
at
it's
Freddy's.
a 7. I'd give them. I think a 7 is fair. Sure, it's not as evil as like evil colonizer dictator.
No.
Killed many people for
Many,
sure.
many.
Did you want to do any more twinks?
I have one more.
Oh yeah.
The Senate twink.
Oh my god! Wait, that's like a hero twink.
I think he's a hero. I
I'd
think
say he's a hero.
He is like I would say he's
Wait,
evil.
first define the Senate twink for people who.
Okay, so his
who-
name is Aiden Suropsky, I think is how you pronounce it. He is a twink from Palo Alto. He is a legislative aide who a video was leaked of him getting railed in the Senate hearing room.
It was stunning. It was actually really good.
It was really good.
It was really stunning.
And like so he did that. In a sense, we were all cheering him on.
I
do think he's like evil good because
Wait,
he's-
was he a Senate? Who is he?
so he was
Is he like an assistant?
yeah, he was a legislative aide for Senator Cardin in, I think it was Maine or Massachusetts. And
He's
so
from Palo Alto.
he's from Palo Alto. He worked, his first like government job was for Dianne Feinstein, who's dead now.
Oh god, we hate her though.
Yeah, we hate her. So he was definitely like an establishment Democrat.
Okay.
Definitely worked his way up in
Established that in his ass.
literally from a German exchange intern.
Wait, that's stunning.
Yeah.
It's kind of beautiful.
Yeah,
It was
diplomacy.
like, oh, you want to... Can you show me? Can you show me the Senate floor?
That's kind of crazy, but like, no, but seriously, he did
Wait,
do all that.
can we do a role play?
Okay, yeah.
Can I be the German top and you be the Twink?
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Do you like work for Congress or something?
No, I just came here from Berlin for like...
I love.
Okay, that's like a little forward, but I love too.
No, that's crazy. I was just in Berlin like a month ago.
Really, what did you do?
I just got every day.
Really? Did you go to Kit Kat Club?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, how many dudes were you?
I don't remember. I was on a lot of.
Crazy, you're like such a crazy little twink.
Listen, I work for Diane Feinstein.
Oh, I hate her. I hate that establishment.
Right. But, like, do you want to me?
Well, yes, of course.
We have a club. It's not really a club. It's the Senate hearing room.
Well, I would be down to just, if you want to show it to me then, and then we can go somewhere else. That's, like, totally cool.
Yeah, totally. Let's just go there and, like, get the vibe.
Okay, so now we're in the Senate hearing room. Like, this looks, like, so cool.
I just got a crazy idea.
Yeah?
What if you me right now?
No, that's, like, so crazy.
No, but, like, what if you me right now? You're in America, honey.
I don't know. It's just like really crazy in here. Like, what if this like gets out? Like, what if someone sees us?
You should film it just in case, so we have evidence.
You're right. So we have evidence that we weren't like stealing any documents or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, well, bend over, you little twink.
Oh yeah, and I work for Diane Feinstein, by the way.
Okay, now I'm f***ing you. Let me film.
That was stunning.
Let me film it real quick.
Yeah, that's probably how it went, right?
Do you think like when Germans are f***ing, they're like uns, 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 like whatever the goes in, like it makes that noise? It's like uns, uns, uns.
Uns. I hope so.
Like the uns and the uns.
Yeah.
Like when you go to the club, you listen to like uns, uns, uns. You're not following. It's okay.
I'm following it. I don't think I've actually had sex with a German guy. I'd love to do this research to find out if it does go uns, uns, uns.
I would love to see you do that research, and I would love to watch you researching that and then record it, just for purposes of figuring out the sound that it makes.
We should do that for the Patreon.
For the Patreon exclusive, we are going to get Veronica getting plowed by a German man, and I'm going to film it just to make sure that the going in makes a uns, uns, uns noise.
We should go to Berlin again for the pod.
We should go back to Berlin. Honestly, we should do an episode on our adventure in Berlin.
We should.
But that should be a
was so
Patreon.
fun.
That would be a Patreon. That would definitely be an
Patreon,
age-gated episode for sure.
Continuing in, yeah, so I think he's evil because there's definitely like you have to have like a nefarious kind of nature about you in order to go in between, like at your job, be like, let's have sex, let's film it, and your job is Congress. I think he's like, I would say evil good, like an establishment Democrat who's also a sex addict.
Sure,
who
sure.
has the gusto to be filmed, taking it honestly quite stunningly in the Senate hearing room.
Yeah, he took it very... I love that it was a German exchange student.
I think it was. I remember this from Twitter.
And yeah, you want me to suck on your hole before I pop my mind in?
Mine.
Wait, what?
And he, this entire time, he's like, stop. Anyway, he did not get fired. He got fired. He got sued, but he was not found guilty of any. He was basically acquitted in his trial. I don't remember why. But I think he's doing fine now. And I don't really think he's
plowed.
Evil. I mean, I did.
And for what? No consequences. That's very Twink.
That's so Twink, right?
That's very Twink.
Like, it's very Twink to talk yourself into getting in the Senate hearing room and then not really get in trouble for it when the video leaks.
Do you think it was because of woke that he didn't get in trouble? The Dems were like, well, he was having gay sex. So.
Honestly?
Well, the sex was gay.
The sex was gay. It was
so,
with a
like,
German
we can't,
guy.
it would be homophobic to fire him.
I actually think it would. And honestly, was it revolutionary?
Yes. It changed a lot.
I wish we could like play it, but I don't think we can. I don't think that would be allowed on Instagram.
Should we watch it?
It's like 10 seconds long, and it's just him getting in the butt. I don't know if there's anything to gather from
We
it.
can watch it off screen.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I have in my notes here, I did see that he was kind of just like always a weirdo. Like in his I think the only like newspaper that really dug up dirt on him was the New York Post, and they're kind of weird, but they went back, and on one of his Venmo transactions, the caption was I want Joe Biden to spit in my mouth.
Whoa.
So just like a fully
Well, that's silly. That's just silly.
It's silly, right?
What was his name again?
Anthony Czerpski. Opski, I think. Serepski? I don't know.
Anthony is his name, not Aiden.
Oh my god, it's Aiden. I'm so dumb.
Gorge. We've misled so many people.
We've misled. It's Aiden. I'm so sorry.
Wait, there's like... Okay, I can't... Skinny Twinks, Preston Andrews, and Aiden Chase breeds. Okay, now I'm just looking at Gabe.
I think he also was like an OnlyFans creator.
Really?
I think so. I remember seeing this on Twitter.
Okay, we're getting on Twitter here.
The way I was ready to defend them with my life, though, both of them, I was afraid that the
Who
CIA...
are you defending them from?
The CIA was gonna shoot them, probably. I feel like...
No, Gorge. They're both... They're both white, no?
Well, yes.
They're not gonna...
If it hadn't blown up the way it had, I feel like... Or maybe if it was a different time.
They are not gonna shoot them. They're
was
not
just
like
saying
a...
I was
they're
ready
not
to
a
put down my
threat to...
life.
They're just like something embarrassing. I wouldn't say they're like a threat to American...
Oh, honey, there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
imperialism. You know what I mean? I don't know. I disagree. I disagree with that the CIA would have ever assassinated with them.
I'm not saying they, like, were going to. I'm just saying I was ready to defend them.
Well, honey,
with my life.
I think you and every other... Get in line.
No, it's like, I just think, like, the reason I wanted to add this to the link of historically evil twinks is because it's that similar nefarious twink energy of just, like, doing whatever you want and getting away with it.
It's so evil twink. But, like, evil twink that we root for at the end of the day.
Yeah, in the end, it's evil good. I think we rooted for him. I mean, I don't love that he was definitely, like, establishment Democrat, like... working his way up the ranks, but honestly,
you may not agree with his politics, but do you agree with his form? Do you agree with the...
I agree with his form. I agree with his mise en scène.
There, God,
The
I'm
mise en
really
scène.
trying to find this.
Just look on like Hub or something.
I already did, Gorge. It's just parody of the Senate Twink video.
Google Senate Twink Twitter.
Gorge, Twitter sucks these days. You can't like... Oh, I found it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, make sure the volume is down, maybe.
Is the volume on?
I don't know if it has sound, but
No,
like...
what I love about this is the mise en scène is just so incredible because you like see a going into an ass.
Can you please? I need to see the footage.
Yeah. You see just the going into the ass, and then it's like a pan out.
It's Lynchian, is what it is.
It is quite Lynch because it's like,
It's
where
like
is this?
crazy.
You
It's
don't
this-
understand where you are at first,
Yeah, it's the Senate hearing room.
and then it's like, oh, and then you see at the very end, you see that plaque on the wall, and you're like, okay, that's the Senate hearing room.
He's wearing it's like everything is like do you think they planned it?
It's just so.
Or do you really think it was just like spontaneous?
I love how he's wearing like a little jock strap too.
Do you really think it was spontaneous? That's what he said.
It doesn't make sense to me that it is. Anyway,
The Senate Twink. What are we rating him?
he's not even evil to me. To me,
No,
he's a
like
hero.
2. Yeah,
I give him a
kind of
2.
He's kind of a 1. He's like
He's like a 1 or a 2. I mean, the fact that he's an establishment twink bumps him up into more evil. But what he did, that was a 0. What he did was the least evil twink thing you could have done. I think that's stunning.
I think he took a stand. He fought for gay rights in the Senate hearing room.
I think he moved the needle forward on gay rights.
I think the needle was inside him, honey.
Oh, honey.
But yeah, I'll give him a 1 or a 2, a 1.5.
Okay, so to wrap this up, I want to do a little advice situation, and I'm going to read to you something that I asked on Instagram, like, if anyone wants us to solve any problems or any advice. So here's a message I got. I think, I can't verify. I think this is from a man. And this, or a person, or non-binary. I don't know. This person says, when I dream, I have more dreams about trans women than cis women. What does this mean?
Like sex dreams.
I can only assume. Like romantic. Like what would you say?
What does this mean? It means you're horny for trans women. I don't know that you needed to confirm that with anyone. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Cut and dry. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I know a lot about this. I think that when you're attracted to trans women, you think about them in a sex way.
That is true. That is what happens when someone is attracted.
And that seems to be what's happening here. Interesting. Is it normal to have a lot of sex dreams?
I think if you're like really horny.
I have one sex dream. I probably have like 5 sex dreams a year. Maybe more. I probably don't remember them.
I feel like you probably have a lot.
I like do, but like they're never like they're always like 10 seconds of like sex, and then the wall is a big hamburger, and like and then something else happens. Like they're never just like sex dreams.
Yeah, I don't have that many sex dreams. I feel like I did more pre-transition when I was just had a bunch of testosterone and was just everywhere in my sleep. It was just everywhere, and now I can't.
That's very demure. That is so demure.
That was illegal. Now the woke left took away my ability to.
But anyway, I feel like you're trying to get us to say something, but I'm not really sure what it is. So
I feel like what this person may want us to say is that I think maybe to us this is normal because we deal with men who are attracted to T-girls more. But I guess in cis society, this is like something to be analyzed. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, get over it.
Yeah, exactly.
Who cares? No one cares.
No one cares.
Unless you like look like Taylor Lautner or something, I don't think anyone really cares.
I don't think anyone. What does that have anything to do with it?
If you're really hot,
people are like, oh my God, does he f with the dolls?
Yeah, right.
But like, if he's not hot,
then no one cares.
I mean, I think that you could say that about a lot of things.
Yeah.
If you're hot, people are going to care. If you're not hot, people are not going to care.
Exactly. Did we help this person?
I don't know. Comment below. I feel like we gave a very wishy-washy response to a wishy-washy question.
That's fine.
That's fine. Anyways, let's go ahead and end this episode.
Mwah.
Bye, Gorge.
Bye.